What's going on, everybody? Kikoki here, coming to you live. Well, not really live, I guess. Recorded. For episode 6. We are going to start on doing some steel production, because I've kind of hit the brink of what we can do. We set up more power plants, obviously. We have our smart plating going over there. This is the first iteration of modular frames, which that'll probably be used for a future recipe for something else, because I'm going to show around real quick what I've done off camera. You know, we kind of changed a few things here and there. This is still our smart plating. We're still making an abundance of it, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. We actually conjoined, I think, 6 power plants I have going all at once. The 3 on the end there are just kind of idle. But yeah, we're making 702 power, and only using about 501, so it's not horrible. We're efficient. It's a great thing. But what we're going to show here is, I was playing the other day while I was kind of doing some recordings and touching things up. I was talking to Damien, a friend of mine that's also playing this, and he mentioned how, you know, one node is perfect enough to do multiple factories, and I've never done that. And I played this game so much that I never, you know, anticipated doing it. I always thought, you know, one vein is good enough for, you know, one product. No, utilize it. I could technically make one more factory on this one because it's pure, and it's running as smooth as possible at full production. And this is literally all for modular frames, which I'm actually going to do this right now, because that's going to fill up real quick. Like really quick, and we don't want that. But yeah, this right now, for everything being produced, is pretty much just for grabs. So if I need it, I'll come grab it, and we'll go from there. Like I said in the last episode or the episode before, it's hard to keep track sometimes. But what we're doing is, we want to have what I'm about to show. We want to have surplus. You want to have the ability to go grab things and make it on a whim if you need to. And it's this part over here that we started with, the monstrosity that I call a monstrosity, is going to get torn down. And I'm going to fix it to make reinforced plates and rotors better and more efficiently. But this guy right here, this entire factory setup, well, I bet you that, how does this happen when I start recording? Something always blows. That's probably the concrete or one of the other miners I don't have set up on a power grid yet. Anyway, this beautiful foundation is working wonderfully, except for this side and that side. It's a little slow. For some reason, the copper wire spools or the iron wire spools, they're not lagging behind at all. It's weird. We need to get faster conveyor belts, which we're going to do today when we get steel going. But yeah, no, this is literally for screws, cable, wire, plates, and rods. Pretty much everything we could need to just hand bomb it ourselves to make it if we ever need anything. It's great. Could it be smaller? Yes. Does it have to be smaller? No. I kind of played around with the design a little bit, and this is kind of what worked. Does that fill up again? Oh. Uno momento, I guess. Let's do this. Switch that. Then we gotta go back to logistics and put another one up. We don't need this many screws on hand, in all honesty. We really don't. But that's what it is. So I think that was the last thing I wanted to show. We're going to go take a quick look to see what broke down, and then we're going to start on steel production, so bear with me. Okay, so I checked around, nothing blue that's on the main line, so I'm assuming it had to have been the limestone for the concrete, I believe, because I topped up another biomass, which I should honestly just switch over to the power. It's not going to draw much, but the biofuel just goes by so slowly. However, what we're going to do now is the coal, or steel, and iron ore. So these 3 machines are all set up to produce, I believe, just enough steel beams, because we want to start creating the reinforced frames, I believe. Or where are they? Here it is. The versatile framework, sorry. So this 3-piece machinery is set up to make these, so we can get production going on that, specifically just for that. That is not surplus. That is not pipes at all, like steel pipes. This is literally just steel beams. And And where we're going to be putting it is probably over in this direction because there's coal on that side and that side. I don't know why I'm pointing. You guys can't see. I'm literally looking in one way. So let's take the mouse. We're going over here or over here. And I believe there's one in the middle too, but we're going to keep these as is so that way I can remember everything. All the shards are in there. I think we're using 5. Yeah. So unfortunately we do need to use one. It's only, what, 10% more, which kind of sucks. But until we get alternate recipes, which we're going to start looking for in another episode, I think I'm going to do another adventure episode, another exploration to try and find more power slugs, which we're probably going to find today because I think I only have 4 power shards on me. Yeah. So we're definitely going to need more if we want to do double this anyway. So we're going to head over there. We're going to find a couple nodes and we're going to start creating that. So I'm going to run this way. And by the time I come back, we will be over there and having stuff ready. So once again, bear with me. Oh, as we're running around, look what I found. He's alive again. Even though it's a different one, it doesn't matter. He's still alive, so nobody can blame me. Look, I'm leaving him alone as well. He's walking away. But I was running over here, found him, and I figured I'd share that he's still alive. At least a member of his family is still alive, but we're going to leave it at that. Looks like we have a little bit of a standoff. I think I have to kill these guys before we move forward because it's going to be a tad bit difficult. Sorry. It's going to be a tad bit difficult. Kill them. Wow, let me try that again. It's going to be a tad bit difficult to build without killing them. I got there eventually, it's fine. But now we own 2 pure nodes of coal, which we're going to utilize, and we have to build... I don't even know what we're going to build from, but we're going to build over here. So let's do that real quick. On a random side note, guys, if you want to make things look nice, especially when you're using conveyors like this, use these, because one, it's a ladder, so it allows you to get up to higher places, but it also makes it look like it's like structurally sound, so it's a good foundation, but literally you can climb it, so you don't need the ladders right away. You just build to the side. Best way to do it is if you don't have a foundation down there is hold shift or control whatever yours is to have alignment and line it up as best you can and just go with it, because it makes getting up real fast rather than running around and up and down on a bunch of ramps. If you know what I mean, because that gets tiring after a while. And if you keep falling off like me, well, you don't want to run 6 miles to try and get back up. But we're still under construction for coal to iron ratio to make steel, so bear with me. Okay, so we're back. We chose a different location, actually. That one's not much farther away. I mean, it is pure coal. However, we needed iron as well. Iron's literally right here. I didn't want to take a conveyor belt all the way over there just to bring it back over here and vice versa. So this one's both got coal and iron. It's only normal, but it's going to work. Now, let's set up foundry, which we don't have any modular frames. Well, isn't that a thing? I guess I'll be right back. This is getting to be a real downside of building this high because I keep falling off. Parachute aside, it's great for not dying and taking a bunch of damage, but however, the distance we gotta go, and I meant to hit spacebar there, oh well, but the distance we have to go is getting kind of absurd. It's not that far when you're up on the platform. However, when you're down in the desert and then you gotta climb all the way back up, we really need to set up some measures that this stops happening. I.e., we're probably going to get hypertubes. As much as I don't use them, we're going to probably set them up just for ground floor. And we'll probably set up a truck as well to start hauling things back and forth, so that way we don't have conveyors going everywhere. And we're also going to go visit the store by the end of this episode and buy things that will make our lives easier for, you know, placement of conveyor belts coming through the floor. We won't have just random openings anymore. Let's build a foundry. I kind of built this offset because I literally put both conveyors in the middle of each platform. This should work. We're gonna get rid of, oops, we're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna get rid of this. We're going to place that into there, and this into there. And it keeps it even anyway, so, you know. adjacent to each other. It might be a little off, but it's not that horrible. We need steel ingots, and we need a lot of them. Can't quite remember what we needed. We need the constructor first and then the assembler, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna run the shortest distance, obviously, like I've explained multiple times. Because if I put the constructor way over here and have a conveyor belt going, it just wastes time. Try and keep them as close as possible. We need steel beams, and then we need steel beams going into... Oh, okay, that means we have to drag modular frames over. Okay. That might change. I might be able to use an iron node close by to do that, but for right now, it'll be fine. We're just gonna make it go like this. So, because if I'm gonna be dragging from the other direction, I'm gonna put it as close as possible so it can literally just run a chain straight down, and this one can just go like this. And into that, perfect. So we need these, we need 4. Which means we need 2 modular frames, which is not what we're going to be doing. So we need 24 steel beams, and this is just for production of versatile framework. That's it. Nothing else. I think this is the one that needed 160, didn't it? Yes, 24, so that means we need 96. And that's going to pack that full. Wait, we need 96, never mind. Unfortunately, we need that extra shard in there, so we need 96 and 96. Which they're normal, so they probably only do 60. But we do get miners Mark II. Yeah, they only do 60. Oh, okay. So let's do something we haven't done yet. Let's scan for some power slugs. Preferably the ones that are yellow or purple. But I don't think we're going to find those. We're going to see if we can find them really quick. If not, we're going to cut. We'll be back. Because I do know a majority of them where they're at. But some are quite far. Hey, look, a yellow. The one we need. The family. Okay, we're just going to do something. Oh, no, 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 no. That was close. Okay, we're going to do something very brave. Oh, jump. Oh, he stopped. They got smart. Ow, I don't like this. Ow, I don't like this. Could kill him. I should just kill him. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. You know what? Fine. You get to die. Your parents fell off the edge. You don't have to. I will kill you. Okay, we got a green. Yeah, we got a green. We got a yellow. I think we need 2 of each, maybe. Because we need 96, and I think it's only going to bump it to 90, so we definitely need another one. Oh, yay, look what's up there. Can I get up there? Hello? There we go. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Uh-oh. Okay, that's the first time we've gotten low on health. Whoops. Okay, I think 4 should do it. Because I don't want to risk anything else. Probably going to die. I'm just thankful there wasn't like a 3rd one that was near. Sometimes they're running 3s. Oh look, it came back. Sorry about your luck. I'm leaving. I want nothing to do with you. Period. I'm just gonna slide on in. And then we also have limestone over here, so we can actually probably start on the encased beams later, which we're gonna have to. Which ironically also requires steel. But this episode's going to be the start of it, so that way I can do things off camera that doesn't bore everybody watching me run around with a chicken, or like a chicken with my head cut off. Not with the chicken, we are the chicken. The head is cut off. Now we need to go into this. Oh no, we need to go down. Oops. Ah, silly me. So one's probably going to get us. Wow, we're really dropping the ball here. Okay, so we have 5. Apparently I picked up a blue one that I don't remember doing, but I guess I did. Anyway, please be 96. Nope. So we're So we're gonna do just 97 just because it's a slow conveyor belt anyway. We're gonna let it build up. Well, actually, we gotta power it first, don't we? Need another one. We're just gonna type 97 because I'm not gonna bother trying to get the slider right. Okay, let's set up everything. We'll get the conveyors going. We'll get some power. We'll start making it, and then we'll come back when we have a good start to the steel production, because we do need some to start getting some of the parts done in the hub. So we're gonna finish off phase 4, I think it is phase 4 or phase 3, or can't remember what it's actually called, but we're gonna finish those today. And it's going to require quite a bit of steel. So actually, what I might do is what I should do technically. We're going to pump out a bunch of steel ignits first. An organization. We're not going to fill this, but we're going to do a fair amount in there so that way I can just have it. So I need to power you first, which means you need to go here. And I'm also going to make an extra power outlet because we're going to need them anyway. Cool, nothing else is powered. Perfect. Let's run. Uh-oh. This is the boring stuff I don't like doing on camera. Is running wire. Or setting anything up for that matter. Very perfect. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. We need so much steel. I'd rather make it by hand than having to make production changes and make it either any free. That's going to look weird, so we're not going to do that. However, we're going to do this. Perfect. So we're going to run back here. We're going to make sure everything's actually running. With making 96 a minute, that we're going to get quite a bit real quick. But then we have to make sure the chain's actually working. Hopefully everything's producing properly. Because once we get the miner Mark II on there anyway, we can take out the power shards, because then I believe Mark II on a normal does 120 anyway, or 90. So it might be closer to the same. Okay, perfect. So it is coming up. Awesome. So we're going to let this build up, and we'll be back when I have enough steel to finish off the hub and all the phases. So bear with me. We're going to figure out what we need exactly, because I need to up the production of the coal a little bit because the conveyor belts are making it slow. It's going, but barely. We need 200, 400 and 200, 400 and 300, 500 and 300, 600 and 300. So we need 600 each, let's just call it that. So I had to come back and grab some more reinforced plates for conveyors. I think I made them level 2, but I'm not sure. Remember, we're gonna go take a look. Because I already made 200 steel pipes, which is great, it's a good start, but we need more. A lot more. But we're just gonna get what we can, finish off the hub, because I think I have everything else. It just steel's what's slowing us down. But the good thing about the steel is once we get it, we can actually make level 3 conveyor belts and lifts, so it'll work out in the end. We had about five stacks almost, so it's not going too bad. But yeah, look at this. This is what's happening. It's going up to about 9 and then doing it real quick, and then it slows right down again. And then once again, the machine takes a couple seconds to reinitiate. Has nothing to do with them coming out. However, we are going to up the belt. And then we're going to go check down here, because I'm pretty sure they're level 2, but I could be wrong. They are not level 2. That is the problem. Okay, let's make it level 2. We need faster. Must go faster. Wait, can we? Oh, no, never mind. It's because of the... I was like, can we put and split that way? But no, you can't. It's clicking on to the other part. My bad. Okay, that should speed it up, because technically these are level 2, I believe. Already. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. I want this level 2. Yeah, okay. Kind of cool how you can kind of make it structurally sound. It is neat. However, we're going to stop there for a second and then come back when we have 600 of each, and we can finish the hub, get better conveyor belts, and move things a lot faster. So, as I always say, bear with me, we will be back. Well, as we're looking for more iron to be able to make modular frames, we just found our first stinger. Thankfully, the hog killed it. So I'm going to go down and graciously kill the hog, because he's pretty much half dead anyway. Somehow he hit me as he died, and there's still one around. Where is he? Anyway, we can get our spider remains in Q8.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Initial data suggests these are predators, but notably they do not have a traditional mouth or eyes. There are, however, numerous cavities on their head which could fulfill a similar function. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
There it is, there's a live one. Where'd he go? They make my skin crawl. They're not that creepy, but somehow they make my skin crawl. Anyway, we killed one, we found one. Let's get back to trying to make modular frames. Sounds good to me. Well, we're finishing up the steel because we're almost there, and it was a 500 to 600 ratio. I counted wrong, but that's okay. We have what we need to finish the hub requests, and then we're going to start upgrading some conveyor belts. I just made a 4th iteration of modular frames, so that way we can feed into this assembler to make versatile frames, because we are about to switch over and start making what we need to make. So we're gonna disable that, toss that in there. We're gonna have to power this one, and there we go. Awesome. This is not going to be making versatile frames yet, because obviously we don't have anything on the conveyor belt coming yet, because it's still producing. But at least we can get this going. And I don't think I have the inventory space. We're just going to take what we can, because most of it's going to disappear. Okay, there we go. So we can take all that. Perfect. Okay, we'll leave that there. So let's go. Do what we can with the hub, and then we're going to turn around and make some more steel beams, which thankfully we don't need the steel pipes to make conveyor belts. We get the 2nd tier cargo container, which is great, but we're not worried about that. We can stack them, which is nice. Went to turn around there. We can stack them like that, which is great. Oh no. Parachute for the win. I tell you. This game's trying to kill me. It's finding new and new ways every time. Not getting good. We have the smart plating, which is awesome. We don't have anything else. But we're about to. So we're going to do the logistics first. I think I have everything I need. Maybe. Not even close. We need more of the reinforced plating. Which, look, we have plenty. We'll grab an extra 100, because when you swap out the conveyor belts, you get everything back, but then you add the new one. So there we go. Really? Still? There we go. So we're going to smash this button, also like the like button on YouTube, as well as we're going to queue up Ada and have her talk.
Milestone reached. Improved storage containers and the conveyor belt Mark III provide the obviously necessary tools for improving your current setup. Production speed is of the essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning. Fix-it psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
You know, the world's just ending back home. Don't worry about it. All your friends and family are basically dead, is what she's saying. What a way to lift her spirits. Ada, you are very, very, very cruel. So we have to wait 4 minutes, and I gotta be careful because I'm making more steel beams, but we gotta make sure that we have enough to finish off because that was what, 200? So we still have 300 more than we need. So we can't just go gallivanting and making conveyors faster yet. Unfortunately, we can, however, go pull steel beams from production because it's not being used yet. Which reminds me, we're going to grab some stuff to fill up everything we can do on that production line to make sure that it's running efficiently. And that's another reason I use surplus, because if you make a giant factory and you're going to wait from A to Z and you can fill the gaps in between, do it, because then everything just runs. Nothing's going to run out. It'll run at 100% efficiency as long as you have it set up that way. And it just makes it easier because literally there's no breakdown, there's no downtime, there's nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill it with screws, we're going to fill it with rods, plates, reinforced plates, probably even a couple modular frames just to have a stock. And it's the best thing to do in my opinion because it helps so much. So with that being said, we need plates. I don't think we need routers because that's not what we're making. So we're just going to take that many of that. We're actually going to go to our surplus over here. I don't think I need to grab modular frames. No, I don't think we do, because we can only make 50 in the machine anyway, so we'll just kind of... It's going to be slow going across anyway. Because we're not going to put a level 3 conveyor belt on that yet. Because versatile framework will be being made off camera, pretty much. So we need... Let's say that. That way it can keep production going. Screws, we'll take that. We don't need that, and I think we need plates, I said. Which, there we go. We're full up. Not full on. Eventually all these gaps will be filled in, by the way. These are just pathways to each one, but eventually I'm going to convert everything and just make it one big flat area. It does get annoying when you have to like run a certain way. So all over there is fine, but didn't anticipate coming this far in. We'll fill it in though. We have to at this point. Okay, so that's there. So we're gonna toss those into that. And then do the same thing here. So that way the conveyor belt can fill up. We're gonna fill this one, this one. That's filled, that's filled. That will you, boom, done. What's in this one? Just the rods, there you go. You're going way over here. More rods, started making, that's fine. That means they're, wait, did they literally just start making? Oh, they did too, nice. Did that not go? Oh, it didn't go straight on. It was supposed to. Oh. Is what it is. So it's making 2 per minute, which is fine. Everything's stocked up, which means that's an issue right there. Okay, so we need to catch up on iron ignits. That's doing fine. What's this one? Plates. Let's fill you up again, and this one with rods again. There we go. That's fine. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Might want to turn that on. Whoops. So, yeah, now they're going. Perfect. You're going to take their long trek way over there. Even though it's shorter than coming way over here. So we're going to let this build up. And I'm going to go steal some steel beams because we can. Because that's going to take forever to get there. Do we have room for the rest of it? I think we do. Let's just get this. Go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, we're just gonna deal with that. That's fine. There's no need. We're good. God, that's gonna be backlog like crazy, though. Oops. Somehow I guess we hit our foot on that conveyor belt. Yeah, no, there's gonna be a backlog because there's gonna be so many steel beams done. But the machine is literally going to be waiting on steel frame or modular frames, which is okay. We've got plenty that we could literally stuff it full in a cargo container, do a splitter or a merger. We'll be fine. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 iterations of it going. 2 are just surplus. 3 are surplus, actually, I guess. Because that little guy is... So that one or that one? No, it's that one. Let's do... Let's do this. This one I like to have. There we go. And once again, cue Ada. 5 minutes.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth, with its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The Blueprint Designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
Thank you, Ada. Cue Ada again.
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Wow, man, she just loves just throwing shade. Always. Remember, it's a you problem. I feel like the quote of this episode would be like, it's not me, it's you. Ada hates us. I wish this was big enough that way I could actually put that in there and save the blueprint rather than making it every time. It's just a little too big. I think I could get away with it probably. Oops. I probably could get away with it without the smelteries and just add them later. Because I'm pretty sure this section would fit fine, and then we just have to add smelteries. This is literally just for modular frames. That's it. This factory is just designed to make those, and it's as compact as I can get it. I mean, I could probably shrink it a tiny bit, but it's not going to happen. Just not even a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, this sucks. Where do we go from here? We float. I guess we're gonna run up the, oh, no, we'll climb this. This ladder leads up. That's why hypertubes are probably the next thing to make. It's not saying I'm tired of running up, but, it's getting tiring. Let's climb this for the second time this episode, and hopefully not fall off again, because that's starting to get embarrassing. But hopefully I'm showing people enough on how to actually set up factories. Once again, this is my design. This is how I do mine. Anybody can do it. Heck, people could probably shrink things a lot better, and that's great, absolutely. Make it your own. Have fun with it. Like, this is why I love this game, because the whole factory design. Eventually, sometime in this series, I'm going to build up as well, rather than just having a flat plateau. We might actually make like a floor, and then make a secondary floor, and go from there. Oh look, we got some. Oh look, more. But yeah, no, it's just hopefully, and if there's anything anybody watches, if you have comments, make them in the comment section so that I can see like, hey, you're doing this, why not try this, right? Like, as long as if you have like constructive criticism, absolutely, 100% will listen. It's a factory game. There's no way to do it wrong. If I want to do something 1% efficient less than what you do, the game is different for everybody. You just have fun. I don't think I have to do anything over here, do I? We grabbed everything. Still don't want to use the steel beams yet. So let's go get the hypertubes. And then actually maybe make some around. I don't know. That might be an off-camera thing, so that way I can pick and choose where I want to put them, so to speak. But yeah, we got smart plating being made. We have versatile framework being made now, slowly, but surely we'll get there. And then we have to work on the automated wire once we get it unlocked. Hello, you're back. Thank you. Kind of slowly eating our inventory too. Let's do hypertubes. Select milestone. Oh, wait, I don't have the encased beams yet. Oh. Maybe we're not going to do this one. Because I bet you we need to do this one first. Yes, we do. So let's toss that, and that. So we need more modular frames and some concrete. Well. Good thing we have a surplus. Actually running out of concrete, so I'm just going to grab a bunch. Let me click. What else do I need? Modular frames. Oh, I can take this down now. So I've actually designed it. That means we get some power charts back. We need what? 75? And then we need some on us, so that should do. Then I think we're good. And depending on how quick it is to make encased beams, I might be right back. But we'll see. Because I can't remember. And once again, cue Ada.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to fix it at twice the speed of the Mark I model. Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark
We need
II
50.
without removing the Mark I model, just like conveyor belts and other upgradable infrastructure. Unfortunately, setting up the production of advanced steel parts and project part number 3, automated wiring, will not be as easy. Every moment you delay reduces the chances of saving humanity. I will not show you the predictions, it would only demotivate you.
You are just harsh. You know, no stress, it's fine. We're working as hard as we can. I'm not going to show how many hours I've had on this map so far, because it's up there. I mean, we've only, this is episode, what, 5 or 6? So, yeah. A lot of downtime off cameras happened to build everything we have, but we're not going to focus on that. Everything is fine. I think I'm going to have to name like another episode that like everything is fine part 2, part 3, part 4. Every so many episodes, it's like, guys, we're good, we're cool. Nothing's going wrong. Okay, I think we have everything now. 500 copper sheets, which I definitely do not have on me, but I know where there's some I can get. And it'll start production again. So 2, 4, 6, that enough? Yeah, it'll leave us some. Perfect. And as you can tell, there is things missing here. I took them out because I have to redo this, so that way we're not making 3 and 1.5 for the rotor. So I'm going to try and attempt to get those going. Oh my goodness, we're up to 8 minutes. Okay, we're going to take a short little break and we'll be back. I'm going to do some things in the meantime. We'll be back. Just a quick little look at this. This is running perfectly. Like, it just happened like this. So we've already made 20 frames. It's making the steel beams as it is, and the conveyor belt, the length of it plus the speed is literally perfect. So as soon as that hits 0, so when this one's done and it starts the next one, as soon as that one finishes at like 98%, the next one rolls in. So it's legit perfect timing. I love it. Let's watch it here, because I want to make sure this is actually true and not gonna pull my lag. But I'm pretty sure once that hits like 95%, we should see the modular frame go by, and it's gonna go in, and the system doesn't shut down. So 85, 90, there it goes, in, done, boom. Look at that. That was unplanned. That worked perfectly. So from the distance, the modular frames are being made on a level 1 conveyor belt into this. I don't have to change anything. It works perfectly. Like, everything is just being made. Even the steel beams, as close as they are, like that kind of is like a mind boggle. That's insane. I bet you I couldn't do that again even if I tried. Anyway, let me get back to what I was doing. I just wanted to showcase that because I thought that was really cool. As we're waiting for re-entry of our pod, we're going to go toss some things in the awesome sink, because we need some coupons before the end of the episode. So we're going to toss this, grab some extras, so toss those in there. I think that's all I want, because we don't want to toss the steel beams, and we need those. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. So we're at 8 right now, so we should be close to like 15, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, now let's get the hypertubes. Select milestone. 1, 2, 3. And cue Ada. Whenever I want to.
Milestone reached. By adding hypertube entrances at both ends of hypertubes, pioneers can achieve two-way travel between locations. They are also % safer than jump pads. You dreamed of moving across factories like valued resources, such as rocks and water, and Fix-It listened to your dreams. We watched them. We took extensive notes. Hypertubes. Because Fix-It makes pioneers' closely monitored dreams come true.
Why, thank you, Ada. That makes my life a lot easier. Hypertubes are going to help a lot. Wow, that one was 10 minutes. Wow, they're getting longer and longer. I thought they were like average 5. Whoops. What do we need for this one? So just 100. How many do we have left? Okay, we'll have like 300. We don't plan on using this. I don't plan on storing power yet. I kind of wait a little bit before I start doing that. But we'll unlock it anyway, because that'll finish off this tier, and then we'll be working on phase 2. Which reminds me, let's take a look at production. So we need to be able to make the automated wire, which is a stratter and cable. Cable's easy. Iron, pretty much we can do, I think, everything with iron. Yes, literally we just need an iron node, because we can make copper wire into iron wire. And then the iron wire can be used to make the cable. So we just need a pure node, which will probably be in the next episode. To start these, we started the Ursel framework today, which is great. And then working on stratters. So yeah, okay, we need coal as well, I guess. But mainly iron is 100% what we need. Because we need rotors. No, that's to make, sorry, that's to make the motors. But stratters, yeah, is iron with coal. And that's it. And then cable. Yeah, that'll be easy. And we only need 100, so it won't be that bad. Can't wait to use this. This is great for stuff like this, because I showed Damien this. A friend of mine that's also playing, because he was having trouble doing things, and I was like, just do this. So let's try a splitter. That's pretty much what he was doing. I think I'm going to have to do it this way. There we go. Yeah, he was trying to do this every time and try and get it perfect. So I told him, I was like, just do this. No, get it as perfect as you want. Try and get it in line for what it is. Kind of tricky sometimes, but, you know, for the most part. Okay, for the sake of just saying we did it, I'm just going to do this. So let's say he wasn't doing with power poles, but this is just easier because now you can go over here. You can go into here, and let's name this splitter pole. Splitter. Wow, I can't spell. With a pole. There we go. So this is what you need. It tells you exactly what you need for the cost. We're going to say blueprint, and there we go. So that's saved. Now, how do you use blueprints, you say? Well, same thing. You press Q. You go over to blueprints. There we go, splitter pole. As long as you have what you need in your inventory, you can place as many as you need, and look at that, they're all literally the same. You don't have to worry about centering or anything at all. You still have to break everything down individually, unfortunately. But for the most part, that's it. Another cool thing about the blueprints is you can do pretty much anything. I mean, factory building aside, actually designing stuff like this. Let's go. Can't do a miner, unfortunately, because it just doesn't work that way. Let's just say you have this going on. So, and then we'll just put, this is just going to be rough and tumble. We're just going to piece it together real quick. So let's say you want to make a part. And then we obviously need another constructor over this way with another smelter, obviously, because they're backwards. I'm not going to worry about it. You kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. Actually, that's going to bug me now because everything's backwards. I didn't mean to do it that way. It just kind of happened. We need it facing this way, and then we put it in. There we go. Now it works. My bad. Okay, there we go. So then you have that, and then I think I messed up on this side because might not have enough room. We're just gonna play around here. Can we do that? Yes, we can. And then we're gonna go over to here. Kind of keep it straight, I guess. Ish. Fine. That's too high. Okay, there we go. And then organization. There we go. We'll just do this. That's not gonna work. There it is. So there you go. So you have whatever you're making into this. Same thing. We don't need to call it a splitter pole because that's not what it is. Factory. It's... Oops. It's a factory. My keyboard's over to the left. That's why my typing's off. Usually, like, when I type here, but I'm literally way over here. I think I've explained that before. But yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah, you can literally pick whatever you want it to be like. So I'm just going to pick this. We're going to select an icon. We're going to select a color. We're going to go purple. It's one of my favorite colors. Select color. Boom. There we go. That's the background. Blueprint is saved. Sorry, I had to make sure I didn't hit pause. Let me out of here. There we go. Same thing. Blueprints. So you go over to here. Oh, you want to make that part? Boom. There you go. And just like that, nice, clean, goes anywhere you need. All the conveyor belts go with it. It's wonderful. The only thing you literally have to set up is the miner. But other than that, yeah, that is 100% the easiest thing to do with the blueprints. It's a fantastic tool. Use it for either making small parts and putting things together to make one big part, and just kind of have fun with it. I love the blueprint. I'll probably play with it a little bit more in this series. I haven't touched it much since I've really played this game. I've used it here and there. And I'm sure there's actually an easier way to dismantle this too. I think there is. I'm just not doing it right. But yeah, I'm just going to do that. I think there's a blueprint filter, I believe, or a dismantle filter. Does that work? Oh, okay, that just clears it. Okay. I guess you still have the mass dismantle. I thought there was a way that you could do it, like, completely destroying the blueprint, but yeah. But no, that's that. So as long as you have everything in your inventory to build it, you can build it. But these are fun. I love the blueprint, even though I don't use it at all. It's in handy. Especially if you want to do things, like, evenly. So if you want to have poles or conveyor belts all in the same place on top of something specifically, you can do that. So that's actually really cool. How much time do we got? So we got 2 minutes. Okay. Well, I'm going to go check on a few things, and, well, we'll be back. And last but not least, we are going to select milestone to finish off the tier. And we need a lot. We need more encased beams. Uh-oh. Can I make encased beams still? I can. Okay. I didn't see that we needed 50 more, so we're just going to do those really quick, go get some copper wire, and then set this off, and then we're going to go grab our tickets, which I think I said we get 15, I think we have 17. So we're going to buy a couple things to showcase what we can do to make production and aesthetics kind of go hand in hand and make things a lot nicer. Because the factory is going to change about 6 ways from Sunday, and ironically, today is Sunday, so it's probably going to change tonight because I'm in a mood to update things on the base. So we'll go from there. I already have 100 versatile frames made almost, or like 80. It's running perfectly. I'm not going to change a thing. That's all we have left for field right now. I'm going to have to do it by hand. Or am I, you know what? We're going to set up another factory. What am I looking for? Wire. I think it's over here. I think I put some in a chest over here, but I don't want to waste my time. I feel like I'm going to waste my time. I have wire. We're just going to take it all. Right through the hole. Oh, we need modular frames as well. Oops. Go steal from this one because it's closer. Kind of happy I seen that at the last second. And we ran out, so we're definitely going to get more. Showcase that as well, what I did. because I did just specific things with the power poles to separate them. So we'll do this, and then we'll go check that out, and then maybe go set up more steel production. Anyway, let's Q8 it here. Smash that like button.
Milestone reached. After several pioneers started exhibiting traumatic responses to power blackouts, Fixit developed mitigation tools recommended by your local therapist. Power storages can hold excess power to delay or prevent blackouts in the eventuality that your factory's power consumption exceeds production. To simplify, these are rechargeable batteries. Power towers carry power lines for significantly greater distances than poles, facilitating factory expansion and exploitation of this environment for the good of Fixit and humanity.
Well, thank you for that explanation, Ada. And I know I said I wasn't going to build one, but I'm just going to showcase it. That in mind, perfect. Yes. Anyway, this is what I did with the power. So every 3, I kind of put their own power stations with poles. I colored them to be able to differentiate them, even though I'm actually using 6 for one, and then 9, the other 3 are going to come in to make 9, so it really doesn't matter anymore. But this is what I did. So we made a string of poles here, and then the next set we went 1 extra out, so that way we could differentiate them. And then on the 3rd set, we did the same thing and made it out again. So it's kind of cool to look at. Eventually, I'm gonna like build this up and make it into its own little factory or own little building, I guess. But yeah, no, it's just a great idea to that way you're not like, where's this go? Where's this one? Where's this one? And then you just know. But yeah, we're gonna connect this to here. So this holds 100 megawatts. So it's slowly going to fill, and it tells you. I think it takes about an hour. It'll take about an hour. There is. Wait, what? Is it? Is it being used? I didn't think it was. Oh, I guess they're all connected. I thought it was not. Okay, scratch that. All 9 are going. I thought I had 6 of 9. The automated wire, which will be a whole nother episode. So we're gonna go set up another production of steel. So let's grab some wire, plates. Don't need copper. Don't need concrete. Just need rods. Actually, one smart thing will be to do is to drag a power line with us. So let's grab this one. Well, before we do that, I'm gonna go do what I said 3 times so far. We're gonna go grab our tickets. Now, I'm gonna showcase this. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna show what we can do, because I don't want to take too long. So we're going to print our tickets. We're gonna go into the store, and we're gonna buy a few things. So we're gonna grab this. I don't think I need that one yet, but we need the floor one. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need the hypertubes yet. Organization is nice, but we don't need it. We'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that later. Foundations are nice, but we don't need them. Walls, same thing. Do we want a gate? That's 5. Let's do the gate. Why not? Architecture. Let's buy a ladder. I'll deal with catwalks later. Personal elevators we're gonna get into, I think, next episode or the one after, because we're gonna have some fun, and then we'll get into this. This is how we're gonna hold up our foundation. This is what we're gonna use to make the base foundation actually not float. So we're gonna make it real cool. We don't need equipment, and we don't need parts. I think that's all we need. So do we have enough? We have 10. Perfect. Awesome. Ada? Maybe? Nope. Okay, I gotta turn around. Hopefully I don't need steel, because I don't have any. Anyway, we're gonna delete this one. We're gonna put that there. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go straight across. We're getting rid of everything. There it is. That's in mine. That's in mine. And that's in mine. Okay, I need to delete this. We need to go down. Big damage. Okay. We'll do this. So there's the hole that we put in there. So we're going to put it right to there. We're going to drop that to there. And we're going to drop that to there. What is going on? Okay, let's try this again. conveyor mark 2. Let's bring it all the way down. There we go. There we go. Now I gotta climb this. Hopefully I can get up there. Because I was gonna do this on this one and then worry about it later. So that means the entire production chain is gonna shut down, but there's enough ores in the chest, we should be fine. I hope. Oh. Let me up. Can I jump? Uh-oh. Hit my head off something. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Now, we connected that. Now we connect this. We might have to... Yeah, we have to do that over again. And... anyway, this is what I meant about making things more aesthetically pleasing. It has nothing to do with production. It just goes through the floor, which is great. It's going to be the same with all those. I'll deal with that later. Like I said, there's enough ores in here except for that top one. That's not good. Is there stuff in there? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Anyway, yeah, that's all it does. It makes it aesthetically pleasing. And then the cool one about the next one that we got is the hanging one. So let's go like this. Vertical. Go back to that. Okay. So this one's nice to hide everything, so that way you don't have this. And this is going to change. But the cool thing about this one is literally, let's just say you want to put it there. You put one there. They line up pretty decently. And then you just, boom, there you go. That's as simple as that. It's literally the opposite of being on top. It goes underneath, and it just makes everything look fantastic. So yeah. So give me a few minutes. We're going to set up another coal to iron ratio, and we're going to hopefully start making some steel or extra steel. So that way we have surplus. I'll be right back. Okay, just like that, we have steel production being made. We're just waiting on the iron, which is probably going to take a sweet moment to get here because it's like 16 miles away. However, the coal's here. That's all that matters. Just power this thing. Done with it. And now we'll start making... I wish I had some iron on me, but I don't. However, this is going to make 45 a minute, which is just going to barrel into this cargo container. That way we can make it by hand. We'll work on making it automated later. That way I can have one making steel pipes, one making steel beams, just for surplus. And obviously we need to have steel beam or steel pipes for, I believe, this with the straters in order to make the automated wire, I believe. I think. We just looked at it. I'm not sure. Yeah, straters with... Yeah, straters need the pipes with the wire. Yeah, okay. So we're getting there. So we're on to 2 of 3, and the next episode will be 3 of 3, and then we'll probably do some exploration in the next one, because setting up the automated wire is not going to take that long. Hopefully we don't have to do things from like 16 miles away. I might redesign this one and try and find a closer node or another closer coal. But for right now, I just wanted to set it up so that way we're constantly getting steel made. So yeah. But for everybody, that's going to do it for now. We're going to set up some hypertubes later so that way we can get rid of all these little ramps that we got going on. But everybody, appreciate you watching. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, give a subscribe. Let me know you're enjoying the content, because I'm enjoying creating it. In all honesty, I'm having so much fun with the Satisfactory playthrough. But yeah, other than that, stay cool, stay frosty. I'll see everybody in the next episode. Take care for now. Bye, and I'll see you later in the next one. I forgot how to stop it. I think it's this button. Bye.